Happy fall, everyone. Hey, we are back and working on the porch. Now, I love starting with the porch. Usually I will start with the porch when I'm doing seasonal decorating, but this year I did start with our bedroom. That's already been done, and we used plum in there. I've never really loved that color, and I'm obsessed with it. My nails are plum, and I just think it's a perfect fall color. It goes with all the neutrals, and it's just fun. It's fun to try a new color. I love seasonal decorating. I think if you are passionate about interior design, you need to incorporate this habit into your life. It helps you celebrate the changes, and it's nostalgic. It reminds you of being a child. It helps me deep clean. I don't even clean my porches except for when I do seasonal decorating, which is so every 3 months. The porches always need it, the windows and everything, cobwebs. And so it's time to focus on that. There's been a little bit of more damage than normal. I'm going to show you what the dogs have done with my settee and what my thought is going forward with it. But I am excited to be back here on our porch working on some decor. I never do the same thing twice. I enjoy the learning process. I enjoy trying new products and new colors and new methods, DIYs and things. So I never repeat my seasonal decor, and this year is not an exception to that. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've collected, the direction that I'm going this year, and then I'll show you kind of the slate, the blank slate that I'm working with, and we'll put it together. First up, I have this wreath, which I found at IKEA a couple years ago. I have never really used it. I think it's fantastic. I love all the crazy texture going on, very rustic. I think it should go on this door behind me. But I also think we could have some fun with how we hang it. So a contrasting ribbon would look nice. And the other idea I have, and you can vote in the comments below what you would do, but I do have this piece of fabric. So we made pleated lampshades the first year that we did the bespoke design retreat, and this was one of our options for that project. And I just think the block print is so cute. This is from Joann's. Okay, we have to talk about Joann's. My heart. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Now, along with seasonal decorating, I have another rhythm that has been really helping me. I've been doing this for a while. I've been getting a house cleaner through Home Aglow, and I was really excited when they asked if they could sponsor this video. And I was already using them because I've been needing some accountability with my house cleaning. So Home Aglow is an online service where you go to their website, you plug in your location and the needs that you have, and they match you with a local cleaner. It's available in the US, and they have all of their cleaners pass a rigorous certification process. You know, it's one of those things where yes, I can clean my house, but I'm not. And so I have them come once a month, and for me, it's hitting the reset button. I'm in the Forever Clean membership program, so I pay monthly, and that saves me $30 an hour on all future cleanings. Head to homeaglow.com/sheholdsdearly, or you can click this QR code here, and that will get you your first 3 hours for only $19, so you can try it out. Next up, you may remember, if you have been here for a while, you may remember this thing. It is, I don't know what it is. It's twigs, willow maybe? I found this at the bins. I probably paid $1 for it. My thought was I would do those wattle flower beds edging, and come to find out this would not last for very long. It wasn't a good idea. So I saved it. And what I'm gonna do is copy this kind of a look. This is from the Salt Creek Mercantile, and it's in Nebraska. But I was struck by this beautiful sort of crazy armory thing that they did in the store when I was in there. Now, I'm not into witches' hats, so we're gonna skip that part. But I love the idea of adding baby's breath in with some crazy swirly twiggy garland type thing. And I also thought, you know, I'll just go around my property. We'll get a bunch of just dried leaves. I think it's gonna be really easy. And my thought is, we should dress up this pillar. And I know some of you are gonna think, oh my gosh, how will that survive the fall? And you're not wrong. Our falls are pretty mild here, rainy, where I'm in the Seattle area. It's rainy, but I think we could get through this. Okay, let me show you. Let's talk about baby's breath for a second. You have a lot of options with baby's breath these days because it's pretty trendy, and it's been trendy for a while. And just a side note, if you want a lot of baby's breath, get it from Costco. They have a whole floral department. It's really good. They have a lot of things that I would recommend buying. You go online, look at their floral section. I bought these on Amazon because I don't need as much baby's breath, and I loved the vintage yellowing going on with this option. So I'll link, you know what, I'm gonna link the Costco ones and I'm gonna link the Amazon ones, and you can decide what you want. Then I've got just a couple more things besides painting this door, which I'll show you. The dogs scratch it. It needs to be repainted. And then off to the side, I have a seating area. I actually like to sit out here if at all possible when I'm eating and just get some fresh air and sit at a table. And so this is kind of the people side and this is the dog side. That's what it's turning out to be. So on the dog side, I have this settee. Now I bought it at Home. Do you know that? Do you have that store near you? It's not my favorite. It's kind of like a Walmart quality store, but it's as big as Costco, it feels like. But every once in a while, I do find something in there that I really love, and so I drop in there a couple times a year. But I found this settee, and I think it was about $100. It looks like wicker, but it's made with plastic, and so it cleans up really, really well. And the problem that happened now that I've had it for a few years is it got too brittle. So the dogs jump up on it and they just punch holes right through it. So there's a big hole you can see here. And I, for a split second, thought about just getting rid of it and moving on. And then I thought, gosh, I still really like it. And the only part that's damaged is the seat. So I have an idea and I want to keep it. Honestly, a settee is the perfect dog bed in my mind if you have dog. Look at settees with those eyes. An old beater settee is a beautiful dog bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a template. I'm going to cut out a piece of wood and paint it gray, and I'm gonna put that over the base to protect it from being damaged anymore. Then I would like to make a dog bed. So I had picked, okay, here's the sad story of last week. I had picked out a plaid off of Etsy because, okay, back to Joann's. I'm really overwhelmed with not being able to just drive down the road and buy fabric and look at lots of fabric. I have to feel the fabric. I really want to understand the undertones going on, and you just can't do that online. So this is like the $1 million question for this video. Where are you getting your fabric? Where are you getting your fabric? I can look online, I can order samples, I can order fabric by the yard, but it takes a month, you know, by the time it's all done. I think Etsy's a good solution. I have a few, like I have wholesale fabric direct can be good. I've got the cream burlap that is in the fall boxes for the runners. I got that there, and it's really good quality. I had thrifted this velvet piping. Actually, it was at the bins, so it was dirt cheap. And it is originally from Hobby Lobby, so I know it's good. I've seen this before. I love this product. So I have it, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this for a fall thing, and I think it could go on the dog bed. I think it'd be really cute. And then I had thrifted this pillow as well. So the whole setup will be really cute once I fix the bottom of the settee. I did find these. These were at the grocery store for $3. That was so fun. Okay, so I got this color. I had this. I got these ferns, which kind of look like they were $3. I don't know that these are gonna make it into the bouquet. Some more little, I don't know, what are those, straw flowers or something, like mums? Those are really tall for mums, cute. And then these, which I wanna say are ranunculus. Are those beautiful? I may put these in the house. Awesome, okay. So we'll do a bouquet over here, and then just gonna be so nice for fall. I've been out here working late at night and early in the morning in the dark, and so I'm finally ready to show you what's been transpiring. Let's take a look. So I painted the door. I used a milk paint called Artissimo. I keep thinking it's going to be discontinued because Miss Mustard Seed no longer manages or owns that company, I believe. So anyway, I used the last of my blue milk paint, and then I put a clear coat and I put a dark wax over it. So I mean a clear wax and a dark wax, and it gives that old look, which I love. I haven't quite switched over to regular paint yet because I love how old that looks. Have the porch divided, I guess, into 3 sections. I have to be careful because I might lose my focal point if I make 3 big focal points, and you don't want to do more than 2 or the brain gets confused. This is a seating area. It looks kind of plain on camera now that I'm looking at it. I think we could go for some of the peachy pumpkins. I have a little fake one over there on the windowsill area. We'll do a large heirloom one here and a medium one maybe up on the table. This wreath, I decided against hanging on the door. I really wanted that to work, but the truth is it's competing with my twig garland thing. So it's up here. I need to attach that ribbon better, but I do like the creamy white ribbon. I've never hung a wreath on the window there, but it does work. Okay, so then I was up at 4:30 this morning trying to get this thing finished. It's actually coming together nicely. I love how wispy and fun it looks. Very much like smoke swirling around or something.